Hello everyone, this is Akash here from blendersq.cf, and in this Blender tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create an animation of a text which gets revealed by chipping away a wooden plank. So this is just like an add-on of the previous tutorial in which I just showed how you can carve out a text from a wooden plank, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can animate it. It's really easy, and you can also animate the logo using this tutorial. So let's get into it. So this is the startup file or the ending file of the previous tutorial. So if you have followed the previous tutorial, you should have ended till here. And if you want to download the startup file of this scene or this scene, you can download it from the link given in the description. So let's get started. So we had moved the text, the original text with the logo in the second layer. So let's go into the second layer by pressing 2, and this is our original text. As I told you that we're going to use it later, now we are going to use this text. Okay, so move it in the first layer by pressing M and then 1. Then come in the first layer by pressing 1, come in the right view using the view menu, and then in the wireframe mode, I'm just gonna select this background plane and then press H to hide it. Now select this text. Now we need to resize this text on the Y axis, so press S and then Y and just scale it. Now this should fit properly the carved area of the wood, so just about this much should be fine. I'm just gonna move it just like this. That's fine. So as you can see, the text is just in line with this wooden plank or this plane. Okay, I'm just gonna edit the logo a bit. Like that. So that's fine. Now we have the logo and the text properly positioned. So now let's separate the logo from the text. So come in the edit mode, then make sure the logo is selected. If it is not selected, come in the front view, make sure you're in the wireframe mode, and then press A once or twice till everything is deselected, and then press B, then draw a box around the logo, then press P and select selection. This is gonna separate the logo from our text. Now select the text by right clicking on it, go to the modifiers tab, add modifier, and then remesh modifier. We are doing this because if we go into the edit mode of our text, we can see that the arrangement of the vertices is not uniform. So when we are going to use the explode modifier to create the animation, it won't look good because there's not a uniform arrangement of vertices. So we are going to use the remesh modifier to properly arrange it. So just change this octree depth value of the remesh modifier and uncheck remove disconnected pieces. You need to increase this octree depth value to get much more high resolution object. So as you can see, at the octree depth of 6, my text is just about covered. So it's looking pretty cool like this. You shouldn't take it till 8 or 9. If you have a very complex font, then you may want to take it till 8 or 9, but I recommend to be till 6 or 7. So once when you have done this, you can apply this modifier. Then do the same thing with the logo. So select the logo, add modifier, remesh, and I'll leave it at 4. Uncheck remove disconnected pieces and then click on apply. So now we have added the remesh modifier, and if we come in the edit mode for text, you can see that there's a uniform arrangement of vertices in the text. So that's fine now. Now let's do the animation. So before that, we need to again join the logo with the text. So select the logo by right clicking on it, then hold down shift and right click on the text to select it, and then press Ctrl J. This is gonna join the logo with the text. Now let's add in the explode modifier. So the quick way to do it is to come in the object menu over here, then select quick effects, then quick explode. Now if we click on this play button, you can see all the text actually breaks. It's not looking too cool, But now we have the basic particle system and the explode modifier set up for the scene. So now let's change some settings. So come in the particle systems tab. Now over here we're gonna change the start and the end frames. So the end time is the time till where you want all the text to break. So I want my text to break at 1/50th frame till 1/50th frame, okay, and the start should be 30. So my text is gonna start to chip off at from 30th frame till the 1/50th frame. And after 1/50th frame, the text won't be visible anymore. So if we play it, as you can see, it's gonna be like this. It's pretty. I guess it's a bit glitched up. I guess can't see it properly, but as you can see, the text is actually breaking into pieces and it's just falling up down. But what if we want to control this this chipping away animation more? Let's add in a texture to control it more. So come down. Here you're gonna find textures, then click on new to add in a new texture. Come in the textures panel, change this to be particle system texture, change the type to be blend, and that's fine. Now if we again play the animation, you're gonna see that the text starts to chip off. I mean the logo and the text starts to chip off from this side, from the left side, and go to the right side. So that's looking good. Now let's increase the number of particles. So come in the particles tab and increase this number. I found that 5000 till 10,000 works well. So I'm going to use 5000. It's going to be fine. As you can see, it's looking pretty cool. If I again show you, it starts from here, slowly it goes, and it ends over here. Okay. So now we have set up the animation, and now let's just add in some more thickness to the particles. So if I just show you the particles, it doesn't have any thickness, it's paper thin. So let's add in some thickness. So come in the modifiers tab and add modifier and solidify. Change the thickness to be 0.0008. Okay, so that's fine. So now it has some thickness. Now let's bring back the background plane. So come in the right view, then press Alt H to bring back the background plane. Now we need to edit the materials a bit. So come in the front view, and if we come in the rendered preview mode now, you can see that this text is white. So just add in a material to this. So make sure the text is selected. Come in the materials tab, change this material to be material 1 or the light wood material. Come back in the rendered preview mode. You can see it's brown in color. So I'm just gonna remove it, remove the explode fade from particle UV. That's fine. You can't see the texture properly because there's some problem in unwrapping, so we're gonna fix it now. So come in the node editor and make sure that the material 1 is selected. Add in a texture coordinate node, then connect camera to the image texture vector and add in a mapping node. Place it in the middle of the texture coordinate and the image texture node, and also connect this mapping vector to be this image textures vector input. So if we come back and if we go to the rendered preview mode, you can see that now we don't have a proper arrangement of text. I mean, it's not properly arranged, the texture. It has been repeated a lot, but as you can see, the text is barely visible now. It has just merged with the plane. So now using this mapping node, you can control the size of the texture. So I'm going to change the X to be 0.1, the Y to be 0.1, and the Z also to be 0.1. So now as you can see, the text is barely visible and has just merged with the plane. So it's looking good now. So now let's start. Let's go to the rendering panel and let's set up the render options. So because this is an animation, I found that 10 samples also work well for the scene. So I'm going to use 10 samples and change this file format to be some movie format. Let's use AVI JPEG. Open it and just select the directory where you want to save your render, and here you can specify. I'm going to save it here, and once you have done this, you click on this render button. I mean not the render, this gonna just render this. We should click on the animation button. Before that, don't forget to click on file and then save to save your project. Then click on animation. So that's it for this tutorial. It's just gonna complete rendering, and then you can play your animation, and hopefully you should have a great result. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe and leave a comment.